What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to The Good, The Bad and The Stupid. It's Thursday the 21st of November. Hope you're well. I'm running really late, I was going to say then, really late today. So I said to myself, right, I can't do it, I haven't got time. But I've missed the chance to do it. But I thought, no, you know what? I'm ever the professional. I'm going to do one. But it's going to be short, sharp and swift. So it probably won't be any good, but this could be the one that gets found up there on the airwaves in space where some aliens go, you know what, I like that accent, what is it? Let's go and talk to them, they sound friendly. And they'll come down, first place they'll go, Birmingham. They'll come and see us because we talk the language that they like. No, but we're going to get straight on with the guy who is a bit of an alien, or is a bit of an alien in this situation, because a commuter was found brushing his teeth at the tube station in rush hour and then spat it out onto the platform. Fuck the guy. I mean, I've been on the tube in London and people do kind of seem like they rush out their house and do shit on the way to work. You know, they walk while they're reading a book, don't they? They kind of walk like this. I don't think they want to make eye contact with people, but they're eating the dinner, the breakfast on there and stuff like that. And the commute is kind of almost part of their morning routine. But cleaning your teeth on the platform, that's another level, isn't it? That's kind of like I mean, he's made it into the paper. That's just how fucking ridiculous that is. He's like, I wonder if anybody said anything to him. It can't be the first. He said clearly spitting is unacceptable. That's illegal anyway, isn't it? Spitting on the platform. So we should fine him for that. But anyway, he's not done himself any favours. I don't think he's going to be in any of those what's it called in the newspaper, the Metro, is it, where people on the tube or on the transport, London Transport, they're all like sending each other messages going, I saw you on the tube and you had great eyes and a nice coat. If you remember me, we smiled, and do you want to meet for a drink and stuff like that. I don't think he's going to be getting one of those calls. Oh, was you the twat with the toothbrush on platform number 5 who spat all over the floor? I tripped in that, you silly git. Do you mind doing your, your bathroom routine at home? What's he next doing? He's like moisturising or, doing his underarm deodorant or something like that, and then holding onto the rails. I say it's probably better than some of the body odour that you do get on the tube sometimes when it's hot. It's fucking roasting hot. And it's packed. It's nobody's fault, but it's packed, it's roasting hot, and there's no air, and all you can do is just breathe in each other. Oh, it's grim. It's not nice, but luckily I don't live there, and I do it once in a while. But for people who do live there, it becomes normal. You've just seen, he probably thinks there's nothing wrong with that at all. Everybody else is like, what the hell is that guy doing? And I guess the person who said that is from out of town, who's like, don't do that where I come from. A guy who's Tony Fisher, a guy who squared up to show off his handiwork, the world's largest Rubik's Cube. I'm going to get tongue-tied today. The world's largest Rubik's Cube he's built. The working brain teaser stands at 6 foot 8 inches. Tony of Ipswich said, it took me 330 hours to build. It doesn't say whether it's a working Rubik's Cube or not, but that's 330 hours that you're never going to get back, Tony. And all you've got to show for it is a fucking massive Rubik's Cube that you can't play because it's too big even if you could play it. So, yeah, I mean, you got to kind of use your time wisely. Where's that going to get you? Where's that cube going to get you now? What's next? Hire it out, I suppose. That might be, maybe it's your livelihood to hire out the Rubik's Cube that you've spent all that time on. Otherwise, you've got to move on to your next thing. Maybe build a bucking bronco, or what's the other one? Buckaroo? Or a hungry hippo or something like that. Yeah, there's fucking endless games you can make massive versions of. Your time, do as you please. Do as you waste your own time as you please. Billy the Kid, I love Billy the Kid, or I love the old Wild West stories. There's a picture of him, one of the only 2 or 3 that's available, I think, or around that people know of. where is it? The second confirmed image of the Wild West outlaw. He's playing cards with another couple of dudes, and it's going to sell. The print's going to sell in Texas at an auction for $1 million. So they're calling him Billy the 1 million quid. That's fucking good news to the guy who's got it, and fucking nice one. And he's like, everybody knows, it's true American history, isn't it? Billy the Kid, everybody knows that. The Wild West, romantic, isn't it? Even though he was like a killer, but you know, that's what it was like back in those days, wasn't it? They were all killing each other. Anyhow, it just reminded me, there's a guy, homeless guy around where I come from, that used to be called Billy the Quid, because he was always asking for a quid, you know, and everybody nicknamed him that. But obviously it's not a very nostalgic story. It's a shame because he had to do it, but at the same time, you know, he was a happy guy, but he always used to just ask you for a quid every time he went past. What's this one? 300 million IRS batters police. 310 million property giant drunkenly spat in a cop's face and kicked another in the groin after they were called to her flat. I think this is old news, isn't it? Or does this happen quite regular? Anyway, she's basically just fucking kicked off, didn't she? She's obviously had a little, you know, like the adult equivalent of a kid. When a kid doesn't get his sweet or doesn't get his way, a sport brat, he starts punching the floor and like kicking his legs and being a little fucking idiot. That's the adult version of that. A rich person doesn't get away or hasn't got away and just starts fucking... Or, I mean, give her the benefit of the doubt, she's pissed, and anybody who's pissed can flip out at the wrong moment and then the next day wake up and go, oh, you know what, I'm so embarrassed. I've been that man. I've woke up and just gone, oh, cannot believe what I did last night. When I was younger, of course, when I was a young idiot, when you're learning. The only difference between me and that story is that I don't have £300 million in the bank to fall back on and to enjoy, cheer myself back up. No, I had to just fucking ring in sick from my one phone call that I had to work, because the next morning when I'd woke up, I used my phone call to sort of to do that. And yeah, it was embarrassing moments, very embarrassing moments. And I do remember the dodgy sandwich that they gave me through the thing as well. I ate it because I was hungry, but it didn't look like it was cooked egg and all that stuff. Oh, it was grim. I think it ran down my arm. Anyway, let's move on to an armed robber fled empty-handed after a shopkeeper hurled chili powder in his face. Now, that's the fucking one. And the store owner's wife then battered him with a bucket. So, don't mess around. You know, it's like, that's a fucking tool and a half, that, isn't it? Because that would kill. It's like blasting him in the face with chili powder. I wonder if he knew to do that, or just knew that it was just the nearest thing and it kind of paid off, or whether he knew anybody comes in here giving it some, I'm just going to throw chili powder in their eyes. They won't know what hit them, and he clearly didn't. I bet he ran off screaming as well. So did he get caught in the end? Yes, he got caught in the end, and he got 3.5 years after admitting attempted robbery. I'm not too sure. That can't be the first time. I've read the story like that before, where somebody threw... Oh, that was a diner. A diner in an Indian restaurant went up to complain about the food or complain about something, and he started getting... He was pissed, so he started getting, like, giving it some to the owner, and the owner felt threatened, so he threw chili powder in the guy's eyes. And the guy was trying to sue him for damages for burning his eyes and stuff like that, and he got thrown out because... the guy was attacking him, and so yeah, so that's twice. So chili is a legal weapon. So check it out. You know, I don't know in what form you can use it. I don't know if you can use it in like a fucking squeezy bottle, but you know, have some chili powder under your bed. Forget about the baseball bat or chili. Both. How about a baseball bat smothered in chili? There's the one. Smash him around the face with that, and then they won't come back. I'll let out a fucking big girly scream. Or a big scream, not just a girly scream. Might be a girl burglar. You don't get girl burglars, do you? You don't get girl burglars or women burglars, which is good. because they've got fucking more sense than a lot of fucking stupid men. You know, burgling's the fucking lowest, almost, oh, it's the lowest form of fucking any kind of dark arts, if you like. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's the lowest of the low, isn't it? It's almost like, it's just a scummy thing to do, you know. And they sell things for next to nothing, things that are worth, they could even sell the stuff for more money, but they just fucking let it, they just chuck it for fucking, for pittance, and, you know, your stuff gets treated like shit like that. It's just, you deserve your 3.5 years. Years ago, they didn't used to send people down for burglaries and that. People, you know, people who've got done for burglary and they're out again the next day, and you're like, how the fuck's that? But now, there's, hopefully, they're starting to sort of make it stronger, because, you know, it ain't fucking nice, put it that way. A fifth of us would happily marry a robot. 41% would have sex with one, and the blokes being the biggest fans. 2/3 of men reckon getting intimate with a robot would not count as cheating. And, well, some of them do the rubber dolls and that, don't they? Or is that single blokes? But they would marry a robot. But some people are already married to a robot if the person's fucking not much fun, and they're kind of like, you know, a bit dull, and they just robotic, you know. They don't really, maybe robotic in the bedroom, wherever. Well, it depends how far into your relationship you are, or into your marriage. Maybe it's all gone a bit fucking skew-if. But otherwise, they're making them anyway, aren't they? Aren't they making robotic girls or robotic? They are, aren't they? They're making like, I remember there was a picture in a paper once that was like a load of blokes who had married their robotic girlfriend, and they all met up in like a club. So they took their girlfriends along, and they all met and had a drink and everything, and everyone's with their girlfriend, which is all just stationary robots like that. And it's like, but they look like women, but fucking weird. Anyway, that's all I can say about that. I mean, you know, it's kind of like, imagine that. I mean, I would think that was weird even if it was me. These people are all chatting away like they're all pals and everything. Even if I was one of them, if I met somebody else, I would think he was weird. I wouldn't want to associate with anybody else who had my weirdness, if you know what I mean. So, anyway, speaking of sex toys, vintage Sooty, Sweep and Sue puppets sold for a glove. No, they're not sex toys, but they're hand puppets. They can be used as sex toys, but sold for a lovely £5,000 at auction. So Harry Corbett, only 2 fans. I said these the other day, they were going up for auction. £5,000 they've made. So somebody's got them now in their house. What are they going to do with them? That's what you got to ask yourself. This is a great scene in a film called Cheech and Chong, or one of Cheech and Chong's films, where they run into a hotel room and there's a guy in there with a sock puppet, and he's using it as a sex toy to woo his girlfriend. And she's all getting all excited and everything, but he's got this sock on his hand and that, and like he gets all embarrassed because they burst in and they're going, "What the fuck are you doing?" That's hilarious. Can't think what film that is. Is it Up in Smoke? Still Smoking. Great, you should watch it. Oh, I laughed my arse after that. It's fucking amazing. Bargain hunters will blow £8.57 billion over the Black Friday weekend. So idiots, or I call it a zombie. It's almost like a fucking zombie. Dawn of the Dead. You know, when the film Dawn of the Dead, when they're all at the shopping centre and they're all at the windows and everything like that. That's Black Friday, but real life. I mean, they're all at the window. It's just embarrassing. They all like squeezing. They fucking start punching each other and fighting over items which you could probably get that item, that price online somewhere anyhow. They're just not fucking got they're not brains. They got no brains. And regardless, even if it was the cheapest thing in the fucking world, there's no way I'm gonna fucking, you know, sleep all night on the street in a tent outside and then start fighting and battling with people to try and get it. Fuck it. I'd rather just not have it and, you know, not look a prat basically. So if you're a Black Friday fan, then you know, you're going to be wasting your money on a lot of things. $8.5 billion, and half the time it's like buyer fever. They buy it all, they're pushing shit over, fighting with the store attendants and that, and then they get home with all these bags and they're going, what the fuck have I just done? You know what I mean? I just went mental. I thought, and then you just start checking it and going, I ain't saved that much, and half this stuff I don't even want, so I've actually spent more than I should have anyway, so I'm actually down. Oh, now that's making me miserable. I have to go out shopping again to cheer myself up. Vicious circle. Julia Roberts. Here's a fucking... This cracks me up. Julia Roberts was considered... I thought she was given the all-white for a black film lead. Julia Roberts was considered to play a black anti-slavery activist in a Hollywood movie. What the hell was... That's just ridiculous. African-American tubman led slave to freedom on the Underground Railroad. So, Julia Roberts... I don't know if she says she's done it here. Anyway. Oh, it's in 1994. Old news. They're digging it fucking up now, then, ain't they, really? There's different times, and it's 25 years ago, but at the same time, it's just ridiculous that you would get a white person to play a black role. Why can't there's fucking plenty of black actors and actresses who would love to play something from their history? So it's just fucking stupid, you know. It can be done, but whatever. It's just like fucking don't make sense, does it? When they were making Aladdin, Guy Ritchie film over here making Aladdin, and they had a load of white people playing fucking playing the Sherpas and all that, and they was all like made to look like, I don't know what it was, but I don't think there was Indians or what the fuck was it, Asians or whatever they needed for these roles, and they had white people playing them rather than, you know, there's plenty of Asians and Indians and multicultural people in London who could have jumped at the chance to be in the film. Stupid, isn't it? You know, fucking hell. Let's tell these people how to not be. I mean, there's PC and there's fucking stupid. I mean, I'm not into PC in the slightest, but that's just ridiculous. I mean, anyone with common sense knows not to fucking, you know, black people play black roles. It's like, and you know, and if there's an ethnic particular character, then you get somebody along those lines to play it. It's just fucking makes no sense anyway. To me, that's my opinion, and I'm sticking with it. Here's a good one. I just wanted to talk about Monkey here. Weird programs that were a bit of a cult, and there's different things like Twin Peaks. Oh, Twin Peaks was the bollocks, wasn't it? Twin Peaks was. It was just mental. It was like you can't work. I'd like to rewatch it all, to be fair. And there's a new series just come out, but it's like I don't even. Surely nobody knows what's going on in it. There's not an underwritten kind of true situation that you're meant to work out. I'm sure like the person who's writing it doesn't even know what the fuck's going on in it. But there's some great characters. It's like trippy, and they did a couple of spin-off films. When that little dude, and in the black and white room that was all, I think he was walking backwards or talking backwards. He used to fucking give me not about nightmares, but it used to make me, you know, thinking that's odd, weird. It was stuck in my head. Yeah, great film that was. What else have we got? Man vs Beast, never heard of that one. The Prisoner, that was too old for me. Monkey Magic. Monkey Magic was the program that, well, that and there's loads of programs, but Monkey Magic was one of the defining programs. That and Happy Days, the Fonz of my childhood. The Monkey Magic was the fucking bollocks. Monkey, Chippy Tacker, Pigsy, Sandy. That's it, wasn't it? Yeah. Was there another one? No, I think that was it. But Pigsy was fucking hilarious. Pigsy was just such a great character. Why have they not... I know they've remade a shit version of it, but they should remake that. Because that should be all over the TV. It should be on repeat. Why are we getting Friends back to back all the time? Where's Monkey Magic? It was funny. And it was loads of action and everything. And I don't think it would be that dated. If you like karate or... what's it called? Martial art films and that. It's just the same kind of deal, isn't it? Oh, I love that programme. I remember I had a Monkey Magic. I went all the way on the bus to Woolworths to buy a Monkey Magic tape, like computer game. It was a tape. I remember I went all the way there, 5 miles on my own to spend my pocket money. I come back, it was a shit game, but it was Monkey Magic, wasn't it? I didn't care. And it was like, you know, collectible. I must have it somewhere. I wonder where the hell that would be. Might be worth some moolah, some monkey moolah, some monkey money. Right, I'm going to finish up on a couple of things now. Sky Sports Chris Kamara is planning on a long-term pop career. Somebody's let the fucking, what's it called, the genie out of the bottle here, haven't they? Or the something out of the whatever. We've given him ideas. He's doing his Christmas album or Christmas #1 he's going for, and now someone's encouraging him. Someone's told him he's good and he wants to keep going. Stop encouraging him. Send him back to Sky Sports where he belongs. You can't like start hugging the charts. He might get one good hit, but he ain't going to start hanging around. He's not going to. Surely, even people with shit music ain't going to fucking go for Chris Kamara. You know, they just go for the shit music that is normal shit pop stars. I think everybody's got some fucking kind of decency not to buy like a Sky Sports pundit's new record every time it comes out. Sorry, Chris, but you know, I'm not saying stay in your lane, but I'm saying have fun, but fucking a long-term pop career. Come on, right? Last one I'm going to do. A mum who sat. I'm going to do 2. No, I'm going to do 1. A mum who sat on her curling tongues while naked has a brand on her like a sex toy. Kimberly Davis of Eastbourne in East Sussex said, "My scar is a very adventurous shape." So I bet that fucking I bet he screamed not with pleasure, but he screamed with some kind of pain when you sat on some hair tongues. Where did it get you? That's the thing. It doesn't say. But was it on her arse? Sat, yes, it must be on her arse. But that kind of that must have hurt. Hair tongues, they're like fucking nearly burn your hair off, don't they? So I don't think you would use them as a. I'm sure I've seen something where somebody's used it as like a sex toy itself. You know, like in a Seder. I don't watch these kind of films. This is like a YouTube video or fucking something sends around on the Facebook or whatever. But they use the tongues. It was some kind of Seder massages thing on a man's private. To say that I'm not going to sort of bring the what's the word? Lower the tone by saying a man's dick. Oh, I've just done it now. Anyway, yeah. So and he screamed. Oh, there was another one. There was that one, and there was another one where someone was booting him in the fucking balls with high heel shoes on. I mean, booting him hard, and he's fucking asking for more. And I was like, that is just ridiculous. He's got to be on fucking PCP or some fucking heavy drugs that he can't feel it, because when he comes to, his bollocks are going to be like sore for fucking ever. I mean, burst and I can't finish on that. I'm not going to finish on fucking burst bollocks. Right, let's find another one. A wanted man. Oh, it's making me. A wanted man was back in custody last night after being found asleep on a bed in IKEA furniture store in Uppsala, Sweden. Well, that's a little bit fucking nicer, I suppose. I mean, he's basically just gone and crashed out. I mean, maybe he's just fucking reached the end of the road, just gone, you know what, I've been on the run for that long. I need a bed. I've got nowhere to sleep. You know, I've got no hideout. I've been on the street and everything, and he's just gone, walked past the window of an IKEA and just gone, you know what, that bed just looks so comfy. And he's gone and jumped in it, and, you know, sometimes the end of the road comes to you. You don't come to it. So anyway, I think that's all I'm going to do. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, because that was a rushed one and I've been determined to get it done today, and I've left it really late. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again tomorrow. See you later. Bye.